I can have anything that I want. My life is like a movie, I paint pigs with these songs. Now we making history, the Lambo, not no Cherokee. We making moves, we overseas, I'm on top, you is under me. Yeah, I be making moves, yeah, I be making.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers. He's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable too. Being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason, and the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hezonja is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Tucker. There's the triple, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Capella finds Westbrook. A three-pointer off the mark. It's McCollum on the wing. Here's Whiteside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Now here's Anthony following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Over Harden. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Lillard. Last game he had 28 points. McCollum outside. Drills it from outside. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Whiteside. McCollum finds Lillard. The 3 from Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Harden against McCollum. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closer. Offensive rebound. For 3, Gordon. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. Here's Lillard after Eric Gordon's bucket. from deep. And another three for Portland.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling, and Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
A three-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got 5.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
A shot by Anthony, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Lillard missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like...
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Shoots. Harden, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Westbrook. The Blazers getting the bucket. Lob pass to Carmelo. It's stolen by Anthony. Pass to Azania. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the shifty Hazonia now. He's tricky and crafty. That unpredictable playing style gives him an advantage on his drive.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Lillard looking around. They grab their own miss. Whiteside, no good. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Green comes in for Gordon. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Rockets trail by 3. In the corner, Harden kept alive. Here's Capella. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And he can't hit the second.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite scorer.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Beautiful pick by Anthony.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden against McCollum. Now, here is Harden. He's covered closely. That shot is off.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
It's Rivers on the wing. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
But also, it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Hezonja in at the small forward.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade, a chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Good on both. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot.
Oh, right,
who can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Green in the post. He is guarded by McCollum. House. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Simons. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
To step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Simons, the pass to Collins. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. And it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, Green is one of my favorite dunkers. He doesn't do it as much, but when he gets to the rim, he's got bounce to make you holler.
Here's Simons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in field goal percentage, 5th in rebounding, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become number 1 this time around. The first free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free.
McCollum against Westbrook. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
2 points, that one goes.
And Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
That's good from Westbrook. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to...
Oh, the power on that threw-down!
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim.
Here's Simons. And the three off target. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 16 points. He goes up again, and he sinks the layup. Westbrook's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They get a hand on it. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Anthony down low. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for... A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Misses the chippy right there. Hood with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That free throw, no good. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you? Over Hood. And it's Westbrook missing.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Simons surveying the D. Out to Hood. Anthony left side. That shot wide open. Anthony's got 17. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Now here's Westbrook, 18 points for him. From deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Westbrook's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too. And, you know, you look at the way Clint Capella's offensive role has expanded the last few years. He's great in the pick and roll as an option at the top of the key, and he's actually seeing more and more touches as a finisher at the rim. The next step in his development being a back-to-the-basket scorer.
Ball's knocked loose. Westbrook with the steal. For the finish. And Westbrook throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
That's a 2 from Hood. That shot off the mark. Harden with the defensive effort. And with Capella Clark, the numbers don't lie. He is a big factor on offense now.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, his hands have gotten better. That's not something you can always see in a big guy, is improvement in his hands, but he's gotten better in catching and finishing.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Passes it to Bazemore. The step back jumper is good. Bazemore's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Westbrook. That one good for 2. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Count it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into...
I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
The first one falls. And Clark, last year, Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Gordon's got 12 points in the game. Lillard outside. Over Westbrook. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Damian Lillard.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And that one drops. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher.
Out of the break. Westbrook with a wide open look. No good from outside.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
For 3, Westbrook hits it from three-point range. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change.
Out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Yep, that one goes in there. And it's an 8-point Houston lead.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Trent. To the middle. Right side trying to break free. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 25 points in the game. Westbrook surveying the D. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Trent passes to Carmelo. Here's Whiteside, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Whiteside's got his 3rd basket of the night. Rockets leading by 4. Harden outside. 59 seconds left to play in the 3rd. But they'll get another chance. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. .56 seconds left in the 3rd.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Here's Westbrook, and that one's on target from the wing. Westbrook's got 11 in the second half.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Anthony. Right side trying to break free. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Harden gets the bucket.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Portland trailing here. Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 8th assist in the game. Rockets shooting straight 49% from the field. On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Capella. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Outside Gordon. And the rejection by Collins. McCollum right side. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Harden, and the rejection by Collins. It's good. Now McCollum. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And there's the pass to Collins. Lillard from outside. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Tries again. Collins with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys,
man.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Harden kicks to Gordon. They get it again. Capella, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And the first one drops. All free throws good from Capella. Trailblazers leading by 6. Inside, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Pass to Capella. Kicks to Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. No good on that one. Nice D from Lillard.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Harden against McCollum. Harden can't hit.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Little. Little's got 3 assists in the game. Harden left side. Misses off the left iron.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Anthony down low, guarded by Harden. And he lays it straight in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
He kicks it to Gordon. And Tucker has it in the corner. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Rivers. McCollum no good. Rockets trailed by 15. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Little. Down low. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 17 rebounds.
Boy, he's a powerful presence with great length. Capella can make things happen inside for sure.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Here's Harden, drills the baseline jumper.
And you know, sometimes you feel like every single jumper Harden takes is going in, especially from that in-between area.
McCollum against Harden. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 39.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. It's deflected.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And Anthony gets double-teamed. To the paint, Nurkic, the pass to Simons. Back to Nurkic. Here's Simons. He's covered by Westbrook. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 41.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
From deep, Harden. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Damian Lillard. Dame, you guys seem to be in a good groove right now. How do you keep the momentum going?
You take it one game at a time. You got to remember what makes you a successful basketball team, and that's us moving the ball, get up and down, and defend. And we've been able to do that.
It has all come together for you, Dame. Hope it keeps going. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, going state to state, yeah, going bank to bank, yeah. Also check the ranks, yeah, I'll bet you out of place, yeah. Yeah, I don't play like Sony, I got scars like Tony. Pull up with engine with horse, no pony. These niggas cap, these niggas phony. I am a winner, so where's my trophy? Niggas beginners.